It is 10:11 p.m. here in Carlsbad, California, 1:11 p.m. in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Right now, as the line stands, Michigan is a 7.5 point underdog, which means, according to Phil Steele, they have a 26% chance of winning the game. That seems a bit low to me. I am confident about it, though. I do think there's a good chance. Is it over 50-50? Um, I don't know if it's over 50-50. Perhaps it's less than 50-50, but I think it is over 26% chance. I think um, prognosticators are undervaluing uh, Michigan, the fact that Michigan has five of the top 50 players in college football. So on the offensive side, we're talking about Donovan Edwards and Colston Loveland. Donovan Edwards is a home run hitter. He doesn't hit for average. He hits for home runs. He's also a clutch hitter. So kind of using that baseball analogy, Colston Loveland in a 50-50 ball, he should be able to win the 50-50 ball. So on offense, that's what we have. Let's see how Michigan's running game does. If they get to 150 yards, I feel pretty good. If they can get to 165, 170, 180 passing yards, that's where I feel pretty good. Now, on the defensive side, we have Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant, and we also have Jayshon Barnum kind of there to do his thing if all the attention goes to those two. So let's see how much pressure Michigan can give. The defense knows that it has to do more than it did last year. Um, Even if it does the same as it did last year, Michigan does have a good chance, but probably it knows it needs to do some more. Um, and then we have our secondary. So, uh, Will Johnson will be on an island. There are many other receivers that Texas has. So part of this isn't just coverage, it's also pressure. So let's see what happens with respect to that. One other thing, if you're going to Ann Arbor, if you're going to Ann Arbor for the first time, um, wish I was there, but I'm not. I'm in Carlsbad, California. Zingerman's Roadhouse is my place. Zingerman's has three different things. They have a deli, that's the most famous thing, that'll probably have the biggest line. They also have a roadhouse. If you're a Texas fan, you may consider this because it is really super deluxe food, barbecue, fried chicken, other things as well. I love that place. It's on the west side. It's actually relatively close to the stadium. It's right off of stadium. Um, so try to make a reservation there or get there potentially before or after the game. And then the other location of Zingerman's is south of the airport. I'm sorry, south of Ann Arbor, south of I-94. They have kind of like a little factory place where they make their bread. They've got a coffee shop. They've got a creamery. Also less busy than the deli. So deli's great, but it's going to be packed. Those two other locations is what I would recommend. As far as parking, don't pay the $60 parking close to the stadium. Instead, and this is assuming you can walk, let's say half a mile, three-quarters of a mile, something like that. I just keep in mind an average person can walk a 10-minute walk. They should be able to get to, let's say half a mile. They should be able to do that in about 10 minutes. So in that kind of scenario, maybe the best thing to do is to park north and a little bit west in the old West Side neighborhood. They have 2-hour parking there, and that parking is for the weekdays. On the weekends, as I understand it, you can park there. So just find a spot to parallel park. If you can't, just keep going north a little bit, keep going west a little bit. You should be able to find something. And even if you park in downtown Ann Arbor, The southern part of downtown is only a half a mile away from the stadium. Another bonus is as you are walking out, all those cars that are trapped near the stadium, the people who paid $50 and $60, they're going to be trapped there, and you're going to be able to walk right past them. So just kind of keep that in mind. Couple tips there. Um, Tomorrow, I have my CrossFit class that is at 8:30 a.m., which is at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. It'll end at 9:30. So I'm committing to CrossFit, so I'm actually going to go to the CrossFit class and miss half an hour of the game. I just had to get YouTube TV so that I can see this on my phone. I wasn't able to even get Fox here in Carlsbad. Even over the air, I couldn't get it. So I'm gonna probably have to drop Sling and get YouTube TV. If you're considering, how are you gonna watch this game and you don't have Fox? That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do the trial and kind of compare it, Fox, I'm sorry, YouTube TV to Sling, and kind of decide which one I like better. YouTube is more expensive, um, but I think I might have to go that way at this point, so I can see more Michigan games. If you have any other tips, please let me know in the comments. Thank you.